All right, what is going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to the KC Sports Report. Michael Darcy, your host here as always. And today I'm going to break down, predict Patrick Mahomes' 2021 stat lines. So this has been a video topic that has been highly suggested for the better part of the last 6 months. And honestly, it's one that I'm very excited to tackle because I think that this could be the best Patrick Mahomes we've ever seen. So with that being said, guys, before we get into this video, I'd like to say that if you haven't already, follow the show on Twitter. That's at KC Sports Report, and Instagram's KC_Sports Report. I update you guys with a constant updating Chiefs news on those social media platforms. And you also hear my raw reactions to all of that news on Twitter and Instagram as well. So follow the show on those platforms, and I'd really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's jump into this video topic, I guess. And we're going to predict Patrick Mahomes' 2021 stat line. Now, after the Super Bowl, everybody that wasn't a Chiefs fan kind of used that time to rag on Patrick Mahomes. That was the, oh, Patrick Mahomes got exposed. Oh, Patrick Mahomes didn't do this in the Super Bowl. Oh, Patrick Mahomes got flattened. But I'm here to tell you that the Super Bowl game almost was an indicator of things to come this year. Now, I understand that he didn't throw a touchdown and everything like that the haters are going to say. The dude was running for his life. He had practically more rushing yards in that game running around the field than Clyde had all year. I mean, that should just kind of show you how much this guy was actually moving. But now it's time to kind of talk about why I think he's going to have a good season. I think that, Patrick Mahomes has been an MVP. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl MVP. Last year, if Aaron Rodgers didn't have the magnificent impact and season that he did, he wasn't going to win MVP. Patrick Mahomes had an MVP-type season last year, and it didn't end up working out because Aaron Rodgers was that good. But 2021's a new year, and the Chiefs are a completely different team, and especially on offense. This offense, we're going to probably talk about this in a different video, but this is going to be the best Chiefs offense we've ever seen. And the reason being is because the Chiefs spent all offseason revamping this offensive line, which was the main reason why Patrick Mahomes did not have a good Super Bowl. You went out this offseason. You traded for Orlando Brown Jr. You signed Joe Thuney. You drafted Creed Humphrey. You drafted Trey Smith, your right guard. I mean, you drafted Lucas Niang in the 3rd round last year. You have all of these new acquisitions and new guys to the team, basically, that are going to take over for this offensive line unit that last year wasn't very good. We saw it. When Fisher left, the unit fell apart. But I don't expect that to happen this year. And Patrick Mahomes is going to have all day. That's something that I'm really looking forward to, is you're giving the best quarterback on the planet an extra 5 to 10 seconds in the pocket. Can we just sit here and imagine for like 2 to 3 minutes about what exactly that's going to look like? I mean, we saw it in the preseason. With the extra 5 to 10 seconds, he was hitting his receivers with ease. I was at that 3rd preseason game, and that touchdown throw to Tyreek Hill, he had all day back there. And that's not going to change. I think that, if anything, with all the new acquisitions, they're not gelled yet. Eventually, they're going to get to be gelled to the point where they work well together. And this offensive line is going to be scary. I mean, I already think that the floor for this offensive line is top 10. I think that I kind of expect them to be a top 5 unit this year. I really do. With all the acquisitions and just what we've seen this offseason, I expect this unit to be top tier. And that's one reason why I think Patrick Mahomes could have a ridiculous season this year. But also, going back to last year, Mahomes did have a bit of a letdown in the final 4 weeks of the season. That's kind of where we saw a dip in production. But the team also struggled through that point. I know they won most of those games, but they didn't really look that good. And I think that, he's going to have to continue playing like an MVP this year in order to win the MVP. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in this league. You got guys like Lamar Jackson. I know people hate on him, but he won the MVP just a few years ago. Josh Allen, obviously, a new up-and-coming star, basically. Aaron Rodgers is still doing his thing. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks, Russell Wilson, that are going to be competing for that MVP. But when you break it down, I think that this is Patrick Mahomes' year. We saw him almost win the MVP last year with not nearly as many talented offensive linemen to his advantage. And I would even go as far to say that he's got almost as many weapons around him last year that he did almost as many weapons this year as he had last year. I get that we lost Sammy Watkins, but let's look at this. So the Chiefs' offense right now, Your running backs, you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, no surprise there. I think that he's going to have a breakout year. Darrell Williams, a very good blocking back and somebody that can get the ball on 3rd and short and get the first down, basically. And then a guy that nobody's really talking about is Jerick McKinnon. I think that Jerick McKinnon is going to have a very big role in this offense as a pass catcher, and he's going to do something this year. But where I really get excited is the 4 tight end set. They're carrying 4 tight ends this year with Travis Kelce, Blake Bell, Noah Gray, and Jody Fortson. I think that that's going to be very beneficial for Patrick Mahomes. That's 4 big body receivers that are just running routes. I mean, I think that he's going to have so many open guys this year, and with this offensive line giving him that time, I mean, who's going to stop him? That's what I really come down to. Patrick Mahomes last year really was only able to be stopped when his offensive line gave up. And his offensive line is not going to give up this year. It's much improved, and I think that that's going to lead to a Patrick Mahomes we've never seen. And besides that, it seems like every year he has gotten better. And not even in like the accolades sort of sense where his first year he won the MVP, then he won a Super Bowl and so on. I think that you can kind of see the minute details get worked out. He seems to look better every year, whether it is better in efficiency or his footwork is better, or even going as far to say that he's making better throws. He's more accurate. I mean, he is doing so many things in terms of improving, reading the defense. It's incredible to see. And I think that 2021, in my opinion, is going to be the year that Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. Now, a lot of people are going to say that's not really a hot take. I mean, you got the best quarterback on the planet, but I just think he's going to win it. And I think that he's going to have a year that is very similar to the year that he had in 2018 when he won the MVP, where he set up all those big numbers. And I would not be remotely surprised if he threw for 45 touchdowns and like 5,100, 5,200 yards. Keep in mind, there is an extra game this year, and the Chiefs have a tough schedule. So when you add it all together, the Chiefs are going to have to play more games, and Patrick Mahomes is not going to be able to sit. So that's an extra game in which he can rack up stats. So I think that Patrick Mahomes this year, the expectation should be to get this team to the playoffs, obviously. The individual accolades really don't matter, but I think that, and it is September 1st, 2nd, I actually don't know what date it is, but it's before the 2021 season starts, and I'm going to say right now that Patrick Mahomes is going to do stuff this year that we've never seen before. Mark it down, book it, remember this video, like it up. I said that. Patrick Mahomes is going to do stuff that we have never seen before. Whether it's the no looks, whether it is the putting up the eye-dropping stats, mouth-dropping stats, rather. Whether he's doing that or just getting better as a football player, I think that we're going to see a guy that looks even better than what we've seen in the past, which is terrifying. I mean, how do you even go about that if you're an NFL defense? You've got a guy that is damn near unstoppable without all the weapons and without the offensive line. You give him those guys, and he's going to be damn near unbeatable. And that's what I think he kind of realizes, too, that, I mean, he's kind of got everything in his advantage right now. And I think that that's how you go out and win games and put up all these great stats is you've got players working for you. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs front office have those in place. So, like I said, I think he's going to win the MVP. I can see him putting up 45 touchdowns, 5,100, 5,200 yards, and I'm going to bet less than 10 interceptions. We're going to see the same efficiency, and he's probably going to get better and more efficient, but I just think that this is going to be an amazing year in which we see him not only win the MVP, but take this Chiefs team back to another Super Bowl and hopefully win that thing as well. So, yeah, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you guys think about my opinion? Let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate all your support as always. You guys are the best Chiefs fan base on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. More Chiefs content is going to be coming at a rapid rate. I got a couple boys in on me, or with me rather, that we're going to just be pumping out Chiefs content. And I'm looking forward to it. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you on that. But Patrick Mahomes is going to win the MVP this year and just continue to do the impossible. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram for more of the latest updates on future videos, as well as instant Chiefs news right after it happens. You can also support the channel via the Patreon, as well as buying merchandise from the KC Sports Report store on Teespring. The links to all of those websites will be in the description. You just listened to the KC Sports Report, presented by Michael Darcy.